Oh yeah, baby, it's a beautiful day. I had to come down here and turn the boat around because these daggum storms coming in, they coming in this way. And man, rocking this thing all over the place, water splashing over the back. I need to take it out and run it. It's a mess, it's dirty. Yeah, you'd think with all that rain it'd be clean. But we got that damn Sahara dust storm over us again. After the van, I'm back in business. I've been like on a little vacay trying to get my just everything back to normal, man. And I've been coming down here picking up shiners. I got one in the bucket. He's probably dead. He's been in there a couple of days. But I'm picking up some shiners and then just come down in the evenings. And nothing. I can't catch nothing. Let's see if he's still alive. One day I went out and lost both of my rattle traps. Hold on, let me see if he's still alive. Nope, he did. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Nice size shiner. But I lost both of my frickin' rattle traps and another lure. The grass is so high. You can't see it from here, but it's sticking up all over the place. And I kept getting snagged up in the grass, trolling them rattle traps. And line getting old and beat up, fishing around the dock. And snap, snap. There they are, baby. The piranha. See if there's any shiners hanging around. So back to work, man. I got to get on that 25 tracker. Yeah, there's some shiners. Let me see if I can get a couple. But yeah, today's the day. Get back on that 25. Beef it up, baby. Look at there, boy. Two nice ones. They just swimming by. I throw it at them. Oh, look at these babies, man. They're nice. Well, that's it. I could do this all day. Let's go do that motor up. All right, baby. It's this old outboard, the what was this? 87, 25 horse Johnson Track It. And it's this old outboard, the 90, what did we say this thing was? Guessing something 93-ish, something like that. 30 horse. Evinrude tiller short shaft. So this was the outboard that I got from Dino. That's why he's been coming over here. I've been trying to help him out. He's like, if you help me out, I got a parts motor, just what you're looking for. So the deal is, we got a good motor here. We know it runs, ignition, everything is good. This thing was missing parts all over the place. Somebody gave it to him. And we were talking about it one day, and the guy that gave it to him made the remark as to, oh, it runs. But I'm like, why would you take a running outboard and part it out? I mean, it was missing all kinds of parts. Didn't make any sense to me. When you go, oh, it runs, that means it runs. So it didn't make any sense. And what I tried to do one day was, I put my drill on there, you know, my Harbor Freight big drill. Put the compression tester on it. And that POS drill, one, you know, both plugs out, one plug filled with the compression tester. It wouldn't turn it. Because I started thinking, instead of tearing this thing apart, and tearing that thing apart, putting the parts on this that I want, why not just put the big carb back on there with the 72D high-speed jet. What was in there? 68D, I think it was. But ultimately, I think I'm going to want that bypass cover off of that motor because it's beefed up. It's got everything I need for this thing. This thing has nothing. It's just got the basic, you know, pump mount. And even though I looked up parts and part numbers and was matching part numbers, this intake manifold, still not 100% sure, even though it was the same part number used on 30s and 25s. You just don't know. Now, with these tracker motors, there has to be something special about them. Why? Because it's got the tracker name. It's made for tracker boats. But what did they do to it to make them special? Is this the same cut intake as that? The only real way to find out is to take them off and compare them. And I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to get this thing kind of done. And if I take these all off, I'm probably going to have to get more gaskets. Sometimes you can get away with reusing the gaskets. Depends on how they come off. If they're stuck and messed up, you ain't gonna be able to reuse it. So now there is one way I could do is pull the carb off of here, stick my finger in there, and see how far that thing is cut. You know, that's the difference in them. They, you know, for 20, they're cut smaller. 25, 30. I might be able to stick my finger in there and feel how far it's cut. I think it's just best to start doing what I want to do, because this is going in there. I'm, you know, building it here. When it's built, then I'll take it out, put it in there, figure out which gear case I'm going to use. This one we know is good. It shifts nice and smooth, and you know, just have to change the linkage for the shorty shafty. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pull this cover off and get this stuff done, man. Get caught up on what I need to do. If I have to order more gaskets, I'll order them. All right, so you see here on this intake, this is the 30 horse. Now, from, you know, the outside, they look pretty much identical. You see how far my little finger hitting the wall. It's right there. My little finger go all the way to this corner. So it's cut. It's open. It's, you know. Now if I do the same on that one, I should be able to tell if I need to swap it or not. Alright, see what we got here. Wow, look at that. Freaking clean as a whistle, man. Wow. Like I said, this pump had both, you know, the gasket set up, you know, like a regular pump, and it has this. So this thing must pump really well. Right there is where the nipple goes on this one. Just never been drilled out on this one. That's what I'm saying. There has to be reason for the 30 horse to have that drilled out, nipple put in, and no reason for the 25. That's where, you know, that's how you get a 30 horse out of. The more crap, bigger carb, jet, ding dang, do the same exact power head. It's just these little differences that make a difference. Same thing, that's not drilled out down there for the pump. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hey! Aha! See, I got screwed. Damn it! Yeah, that one looks pretty good too. I got screwed on the gasket. two pieces stuck. Yep. Wondering if I could use that stuff I got. That metal to metal stuff. Anyway, I don't know if you saw that one. Looks good too. Little nasty around the edges there. Not bad. I've got that gasket maker that's made for like putting blocks together. This would be the same thing basically, metal to metal. Alright, she's nice and clean now. And I'm going to use the gasket maker on it. See what happens. This stuff here. It's called Motor Seal. Gasket maker, fuel resistant. And it's very watery in a sense. And you brush it on. Brush it on both sides and slap that puppy together. I bet it'd work. If it don't work, not a biggie. Just, you know, more time and money waiting for parts and spending money on parts. Let's give it a shot and see. It looks pretty good. I got to get it on this other half here. Getting sloppy. Get in a hurry. I'm gonna need some more. Thought that was gonna be enough. Ooh, I smell my tater tots. Some tater tots in the air fryer. That's the best. Because you know how tater tots are already so greasy. French fries are okay if you're on a health kick. Alright, do a little cleanup here. Getting sticky, boy. Alright, let's get it on there. See if it's going to be alright. I think it's going to be good. Well, it said to allow, you know, paint it, allow it to set for 1 minute, then slap them together. So the motor side sat, but the other side didn't get to really sit. But I think it'll be fine. We'll see. We'll see after we tighten her up. So I just went around, torqued them all down, didn't use any torques back. It's what felt good, baby. Just what felt good. Alright, I'm going to do the finger test. So on the other intake, off the 30 horse, my little finger went all the way in. You can feel how this is cut in here. You can see it's all the way in there. I can't even touch the corner over here. I'll do it again. Yeah, I mean I can't even feel where it stops in there. I feel it on the bottom. But that's it, that whole round side. It's cut all the way. But I'll do it again just to make sure. Like I said too, they were the same part numbers. Not all of them, but a lot of them 20 horse, 25 horse. Alright, baby. It's the same thing. All the way in. Boy, that one almost feels deeper. Right there, exactly the same. Same exact thing. So they are the same. So I don't have to take that off. Alright, shika frigga fragga smurga. God bless America. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh man, that hurt like hell. I'm gonna try to just glue that strip of meat skin hanging. Oh, we're gonna glue that baby right back in there. Where's the super glue at? I'm all out of band-aids. I had to cut one of them giant band-aids they have. Oh man, it's because I just ate that big ass lunch. Oh man, that's brutal. Absolutely freaking brutal. Yeah, it's real life saga, baby. The real life saga. Man, that's gonna hurt like hell tomorrow. So they're doing that movie 300 on the History Channel right now, because tonight is the night where they start the new series, The Coliseum. Man, I can't wait to see that. And look how nice and clean my shit is. It's getting there. Got the car back on. Like I said, just ate lunch. Whenever I eat lunch this late, man, I just bleh. Want to take a freaking nap. So I'll get the starter back on, carb is on, one hose for the primer. Then I'll get my hoses hooked up, get this pump back on, and we'll try to fire it up, see what happens. If we can beat the rain. There's a buttload of rain out there today. Alright, everything's back on. Fuel pump. I may have some fuel line that'll fit. Everything else has been replaced. New fuel line here going to the carb. When I get the primer done, then I'll cut that line, splice in the primer. Primer going to the carb is pinched off so it's not sucking air. And over here, this has bugged me since day one. I believe somebody bent this back so they could get to the nut here holding on the control arm. And I found the right screw, or a right screw that fits. The idle stop screw, the one they had in there, was the wrong screw. And I'm going to see if I can just tap it back into position. And look good. And pop my screw in. The way it was before, the screw was going like this. You know, not like this. That screw's nice and tight. Now see, on Dino's motor, because the cable was wore out, we had no way to drag this thing back to get it, you know, before the 2 marks, because the cable was stretched out. So now with this, I can set it right at the 2 marks, on the 2 marks, between the 2, you know, wherever I want that carb to be. And I like it right before it, so just as it rolls in between those 2 marks, it's all synchronized. As it hits right past the first mark, it rolls in. Oh, you can't see that, big dummy. So as the roller rolls into the 2 marks, the butterfly just starts to open. So there I am right before the 2 marks. And what I like to do is watch this arm here. Now they say take a alligator clip with a wire on it and stick it on there and then watch that. But I just watch this linkage right here. Now see, when I move this thing and it rolls right there in the middle, it's not moving that butterfly. It doesn't move till it gets just past the 2nd mark. So I'm going to adjust this linkage on the carb for that. And that roller has a dead spot. It doesn't really roll when it hits that flat dead spot. it just slides by. So I'll be swapping that out too. But for right now, this should be all right. So let me adjust this on the compensator. I think because it's on the dead spot. Now I just moved it around so it might roll. Yeah, it's opening right at the second mark. Now see, from there, then go backwards. The whole thing is moving. But to come forward, there isn't really any movement. Till right there. And it's not dead center. It's close, but it's not. And that's because this thing is flat. See, I can't even turn it because it's flat. Now if I pull up on it, then I can turn it. So hopefully the one on the other power head's going to be in better shape. So that's close enough to get it fired up. It's just not perfect. So yeah, I just checked the radar. Rain is on the way. It's coming. By the time I get this mess cleaned up and everything, it'll be here. And I wanted to get down there and cover up the boat. It's been getting waterlogged all week. Sun beating on it. Anyway, let me get started cleaning up. We'll hit it again tomorrow.
You know the channel. Oh yeah, baby.